Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and this is Lesson 66 Starred Problems video. If you're looking for the practice set, you're going to need to go back and find that one. So let's scooch forward past the practice set. Here we go, Starred Problems. Use a ratio box, hint, hint, wink, wink, to solve this problem. There were a total of 520 dimes and quarters, so that's a total, in the bottled water vending machine. So A says if the ratio of dimes to quarters was 5 to 8, how many dimes were there? Use your answer to find the total amount of money. Cool. So let's go ahead and start with our ratio box. I hope that you're writing down all of the steps and not just the answers. The answers aren't going to tell you how something is done. As a matter of fact, I think I'm just going to explain how to do this and you will do the calculations yourself. Yay! So let's see, dimes to quarters. So we have dimes, quarters, and total. And the ratio is 5 to 8, which we're going to add to get 13. And then we have a total of 520 dimes and quarters. It asks how many dimes there were. Okay, so let me change colors. So we know that this is going to be our ratio box proportion cross multiply problem. And we're going to use this and this. Okay, so we have 5 over 13 is equal to x over 520. We're going to cross multiply. 5 times 520. You'll need to do that on your calculator. And then you have 13x equals whatever that is. You'll divide by 13. And you'll get x is equal to the answer for A. Okay. Once you have the answer for A, let me switch colors. Once you have the answer for A, whatever this is, you'll be able to figure out how many quarters you have by subtracting it. Okay, so let's call those Y. And so if you're going to do B, you'll know that Y is equal to 520 minus whatever you get in A. And then you'll know that you have X number of dimes and Y number of quarters. You want to know the total that you have. So that's going to be X times 0.10 plus Y times 0.25. And that gives you the total money. Okay, let me know if you have any questions about that one. I've lost my cursor. There we go. Okay, circumference. So the circumference of each circle. So let's just remind ourselves, circumference is either 2 pi r or pi d. Okay, so here we have 3.14 for pi, and we're given diameter, so I'm going to use the circumference is equal to pi d. I'm going to plug in 3.14. That's a point. And 21 inches, and you're going to need to multiply that to get your answer. Answer in inches. Let me change colors here. Okay, so here I also have the diameter, but I'm using a different number for pi. So I'm going to use pi d. So that's 22 over 7 times my diameter, which is 21. I'm going to put that over 1. You're going to multiply across the top and multiply across the bottom to get your answer, which you will need to probably reduce. Let me know if you have questions. Okay, number 9. Refer to the figure to the right to answer A through C. The dimensions are in centimeters. So A says, what is the area of the parallelogram? So we have this parallelogram. Let me put A here. So the area of a parallelogram is base times height, making sure that height makes that 90-degree angle there. So my base is going to be 14. My height is going to be 24. You're going to multiply that and get the answer for A. Answer. Okay, let me change colors. So B It says the two triangles are congruent. That means that this triangle equals that triangle. What is the area of one of the triangles? So we know that the area of any triangle is 1/2 base times height, or base times height over 2. So my base is going to be 14 again. My height is going to be 24 because it's what makes the 90-degree angle, divided by 2. And that's going to give me the answer to B. Okay, let's change colors. Okay, C says the triangle is isosceles, which means that two sides are the same. What is the perimeter of one of the triangles? So if this side is 25, that means this side is 25. So C, the perimeter of one triangle is going to be 25 plus 14 plus 25, which gives you the answer. Keep on keeping on. Okay, so let's start with A. We're going to do it 2 at a time. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it here. Highly suggest you rewrite these on a piece of paper that you have plenty of room below. So we're going to do this first. I'll put the rules for addition. So same sign, add, keep the sign. 2, different signs, subtract, take the sign of the larger. Okay, so here I have positive 5 and negative 4. They're different signs. I'm going to subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1, and I take the sign of the larger, which is positive. So I have positive plus positive, which is going to give me positive 7, plus a negative 1. So you're going to have to apply rule number 2 to get your answer. Okay, let me get another color, B. So we have 3 plus negative 5 plus positive 4 plus negative 2. We'll do this 2 at a time. So positive 3 plus negative 5, different signs, so I'm going to subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2, and then 5 is larger, so I have negative 2 plus positive 4. Different signs, 4 minus 2 is 2, 4 is larger, and then this is what you have, and you'll get your answer. I'm going to erase and come back, so you might want to pause. Okay, and then C. We have negative 0.3 plus negative 0.5. These are the same sign, so you're going to add and keep the sign, and you'll get your answer. All right, refer to the figure to the right. In the figure, two sides of the parallelogram extend, blah, blah, right angles. The measure of M, so this is 35. Find all of these. So let's see. To find A, I know that all of the angles in a triangle add up to 180. So I'm going to have to subtract 90 for this, and then 35, and that will give me angle A. Okay, once I have angle A is equal to angle B, so that will give you the answer to B. So I know that, let's see, C. So I know that angle B plus angle C is equal to 180. So whatever I have for angle B plus angle C equals 180. So I'm going to have to subtract angle B from 180 to get angle C. Let me get another color. Let's see. So D is, angle D is equal to angle B because they're opposite each other. So that will be your answer. And then E, angle E is equal to angle C because they're opposite, and that should give you that. So what did you have to know about a right angle in order to solve A? That a right angle is equal to how many degrees? And what did you have to know about a parallelogram to solve C? That opposite angles in a parallelogram. Add to what? Or not opposite, I'm so sorry. Opposite angle, let me erase that. Opposite angles in a parallelogram are what? And then adjacent or next to angles in a parallelogram add to what? Okay, 25 and 27. So I'm going to write 25 down here. 0.4. These are symbols of inclusion, and we have to start in the middle, like as far into the middle as we can get. So we're going to start here. You've got 0.4 times 0.5 minus what you get here. Then you're going to do this next, whatever you get there. You're going to multiply by 0.4 to get your answer. Let me change colors. 26. I'm going to write that out here. Okay, so we need to also apply PEMDAS here. So we have, I've lost my cursor. There it is. 30 minus 5 times 4 plus, we have to multiply, so that's 6 minus 5. Now I can go from left to right here. So I have 30 minus 5. You're going to do 4 plus 6 minus 5 to get what's inside those brackets. Then you're going to multiply this. And then you get your answer. I'm wondering if that's the last one. Nope, it's not. Here's 30. Okay. Let me get a different color here. Let's get red. Okay. It says name 2 chords that are not diameters. So chords start and stop on the circle. So let's see. MD is a chord, but that's a diameter. I'm sorry, BD is a chord, but that's a diameter. MD is not a chord. It doesn't start and stop. AB is a chord and BC is a chord. They're both not diameters. AC is a chord that's a diameter. So you have 2 diameters and you have 2 chords that are not diameters. Classify A and B by its sides. So A and B. So I know that this is the radius and this is the radius. So we have 2 sides the same. What kind of triangle is that? Okay, and what's the measure of the inscribed angle ABC? So ABC. So I know that's 90, and that's 90, and that's 90, which means those 2 have to be the same, which means they're going to be 45. And I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions.